Alright, finally, I came out with the 4.11 Godyr update. Runes are coming up right now. Same thing, basically. You know, you got glyphs, whatever leftovers you want to put in after putting the 5% CDR, the move speed quints, the armor seals, the attack speed marks, and we get over to the masteries, and it's 0.921. Maximum sustain, you know, giving you extra sustain, running utility, and getting the bladed armor, any type of damage. And when you get Mad Stone, you got the ultimate sustain to farm up and tax everything. Alright, baby, we back once motherfucking again. I got that Godyr 4.11 my way. The video you all been waiting for. It's been a while. You see I changed a couple things up. The Godyr, now we'll be running teleport. Why teleport? Because I got places to go. I feel like it's so much easier. I'm gonna AFK farm anyway, you know, to get my stacks. Unless I see somebody overextending, diving, I happen to be in the neighborhood, I might come in and help my team. But the whole point of Godyr, of course, is, you know, with me, with the knowledge, with the experience I have with the deer and knowing the game, that, you know, I know what to do later on. So I'm gonna clear a couple things up. You might like see this video and you might, oh shit, I need to pick this up. You're gonna get little fucking crybabies that hate me. Because of the deers that are born in the bronzies. When you guys play the bronzy deer and you never played it before, you don't have that much experience, but you're in bronze 5, and then, you know, you get more in bronze 2, 3.9, 95, 80,000, fucking, it doesn't fucking matter. It really doesn't matter. You don't, you know, it's like, it makes no sense. Like, why the fuck are bronze players even crying about me and silver players? So, you know, it really comes down to you. Remember, I don't care if you're playing UDYR. If you're raging and you're playing my deer, you cannot rage. You must learn. It's a learning process. You're not going to learn it right away. But you want to play Godyr at the highest level. You want to learn the most. I'm going to tell you what to do. I'm going to try to explain this to the best of my knowledge is. But you have to fucking listen, man. You got to understand one thing. When I tell you to do this, you got to do that. Who the hell is Fiddlesticks jungling? Alright, so, okay, hold on. Let me move everybody. Alright, I'm gonna, well, I don't think I'm gonna speed it up. Now, here's one thing. Remember, it's about stacking your flare. The fastest you can stack it, the better. You guys understand what I'm saying? The fastest you can stack the flare, the better. You know, when you buy your Madstone, if you're playing in bronze, I expect you to pick up every single dragon. When the second dragon comes up, you have that fucking thing timed. You understand? You have it timed. Why do you want to time it, guys? So that you can buy beforehand, so you can do it when you're full HP and you don't have a lot of bankroll, unless you have vision of everybody. But I've watched a couple spectates of you guys playing UDYR, and every time it's always so low or you never go to it and the enemy team ends up getting it. Alright, so now another thing about the Godyr is all about pressure. Pressure. And I'm going to explain, like I said, everything. Should I hide everything? I'm going to hide everything right now. So, boom. Smack. Flame. And the Godyr, goddammit, I swear to God, it's I haven't played it at all. Like, in 4.11, it's just been nothing but, like, Volibear and then maybe a little bit of something else. But it's just mostly been Volibear. So, here, as you can see, I got 1 point in Turtle. They did change the price, so you can only start with 4 pots. So I get Turtle just to sustain. I'll probably get Bear Stance at 5. We'll see. But right here, I get some free experience. If you see free experience in mid, take it, alright? Syndra has died 1 time. Don't care how she died. I can understand if they start crying. Fuck it. This was at, I think, D1. Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Because most of my, every single one of my accounts is D1. I think I dropped out of this one. Because next level throws. But whatever, who gives a fuck? This is at diamond. That's all you need to know. I'm aiming for my 1150, guys. My 1150. Am I at 1150? No, I'm at 1020 right now. So once you get a 1150 in the bank, you go back and you buy both your items. You don't go do your next camp over at Wolf Camp because your blue's already gone. You have red buff, but it's whatever. You see there's a war on dragon. I told him the war dragon. Why? Because we got places to go. So I'm gonna buy it, and I'm gonna be left with 20 gold. So before I pour it in, I'm gonna wait to see, so I can buy a biscuit, and I'm gonna pour it in. I'm gonna pour it in around 30 gold, and then buy the biscuit as I'm pouring in. Save every second. Boom, come over here, throw it in Turtle. We first throw it in Tiger Stance. We flame, then Turtle probably. Boom, Turtle, tank. back into Tiger, so you get the attack speed. When you switch it into Phoenix, you get more return back. You know, more attacks off because you hit attack Tiger first. And you get like 30% attack speed. Boom. Back into Turtle, boom, and you'll have enough as long as you go from Turtle when you come in, you Tiger first to Phoenix, back into Turtle, back into Tiger, back into Phoenix. And when you're this low, you never have to back. Remember, you have the maximum sustain, so 12 minutes, the dragon will spawn again. So you want to set up for that. Now we take a look at my bankroll. Now I'm aiming for 1,050 gold. Why? To get my wriggles. Once you get enough for wriggles, you go back and you get that ASAP unless you say want to get another 325 on top of that to get your Reeboks. That's fine with that. So I'm going to start from the top side instead of doing my raid. So I come down and pick that up, drop a ward, and instead of doing my, okay, I started blue buff. So I'm going to do, okay, right here, I'm going to do white camp before I do blue. As long as I know my blue's there, which is going to be there. You do this camp so you can work your way back to blue, back to wolves, back to raids, back to red, back to doubles. But, of course, I'm pretty sure I did every single camp, so it might be spawning a little bit late. So we come over here, 1,000, boom, come over here. Raid spawn, perfect timing, boom. And since you do dragons, remember, there's no record break. You picked up a dragon early. They gave that extra gold on that dragon. Boom, got enough for my wriggles. Now, if something happens, like if the enemy team makes a mistake, they overextend, they chase somebody, and I happen to be there, I will get a stack for every kill or assist. So coming over here, picking up my wriggles, 20 stacks at almost 9 minutes. That's not too bad. It could be better if I ran ghost and ran everywhere, but I'm running teleport, you know? You know, when I run teleport and they haven't touched me yet, it's GG. Look at Fiddlesticks' items. He sold this fucking Doran's ring to pick up a rod so he can be a little bit closer to his Zanya's, which was a big fucking mistake. A big mistake. I go back, Reeboks need to be picked up. Oh, no, I drop a ward there just in case somebody comes to... Oh, Fiddlesticks coming in the wrong zone. What's the flame god, right? This is without the flare. Boom. We're going to throw it in Tiger first to apply the dot to get that attack speed. Right back into that motherfucking Phoenix and get a stack. That dude just got wasted. 2 levels above this guy. Everybody's low in bot lane, but I don't give a fuck to hold their lane. I need stacks right now. So, taking a look at the mid lane. I think I went full fucking retard here. So, she flashed over the wall. Voila. Whoop-de-doo. I don't care. So, I have teleport. The game is even at 10 minutes right now. So, there's no urgency. If the game was 10-1 right now and I was losing, you have to play a perfect game. Especially if you're a bronze and you don't have the knowledge, you have to play a perfect game. You can't make mistakes. You never want to engage in fights. You never want to bait your teammates. Backping the fuck out of your team. Tell them to stop fighting. If they continue to fight, continue to just press on and farm your stacks. That's what you have to do. I'm going to port in on this turret because I'm not going to use my port. I want to get closer. Yeah, it's right there, but I got places to go. Come over there, pick that up. Boom. 29. Mid lane's open. Free taxation. Boom. Oh, mid lane's bot lane. Okay. And I want to get 30 right here, so I'll go ahead and pick up 30. Look at Gragas. Boom. Dipset. Look around. Dragging up. Waiting for it. You see? I'm waiting for it. I'm on that motherfucker. Buy a pink ward if that's my pink ward. I don't know if it is, but voila. I take it. I have vision of everybody. I walk past Gragas. Whenever you do dragon, look at the lanes to see if they come at you. If they come at you, that means it's warded. So I see something going down in the bot lane. We look. Boom. There's the lockdown. I'm going to go ahead and look around. Caitlyn taking some hits, and we go back top side, picking up my blue. Well, my blue's almost done. No, I picked up that blue from Fiddlesticks. So boom, come over here. My blue's up. I had 3 more stacks after I get done doing raids, and right now we're at 4 stacks. We're doing some deeps. Dragon's not there. 2 dragons up for me right now. It's 2-1. We got the lead. Everything's fine. So there's nothing to worry about. But like I said, you know, when it comes down to it, you never want a team fight. You just want to look at the map and say, okay, if I'm losing 10-1 right now in bronze or silver or whatever you call it, you decide to play the Godyr, look at your mid. See how bad your mid is. If your mid's not doing too bad and his tower's still full, even though the enemy mid laner is fed, then that's fine. But because you still got your mid, so you want to keep your mid as long as possible. Now when your mid is losing, he loses tower. That's the tricky part. You don't, you know, you might get to a point like, what am I supposed to do here? You know, it's like, fuck. You know, mid got dominated. Well, like I said, you got to continue to farm. You got to remember, you still got to mid inner turret. You got to play it safe. Here, I went full fucking retard. I'm pretty sure I slapped this bitch, throw it in Tiger, get the extra attack speed, flame, 2, and then she drops what do you call it? So here, that's that barrier. So here, I should not have done this. I died, but it's all good. Why? Because my Godyr, I know what to do here. I know I fucked up. I know I donated some buffs to whoever. My red's up right now. I'll be up in 10 seconds. I'm already got my distortion plus ruby and my what do you call it. So I have my tenacity I pour down onto this turret. My red's up. Come over here. Oh, look, I died, but guess what? I'm still higher level than, you know, the enemy jungle, 3 levels above the Nami, and I'm gonna go back to doing what I was doing and farming like a motherfucker. See top lane, as you can see, they're going full retard, and the God's going top lane right now. Boom, boom, slap. We look at Fiddlesticks, and I think he gets away here. Drops that. Flame, flame, flame. Now from here on out, I will tax everything by you. I think this guy dies. We'll see. When I touch this motherfucker, he bleeds. So I cast that shit on purpose. Fuck yeah, I guess everything. I have my, like I said, I have a utility spec on my masteries. I'm specced up with the distortions. I'm specced up with fucking teleport all day. See Orianna, flame. Flame. You see how I keep ahead of her and then keep ahead of her and keep the red buff applied and keep walking? No. One simply does not get away from the God. Boom. Just gotta predict her movements and keep your right clicks on her or ahead of her, so just in case she flashes, you'll just have to hit bear stance, catch back up, or if she hits dissonance and gets move speed, then voila. I see the fish come over here up to the side. Boom. She hits that what do you call that? I'm probably just gonna back off. I look at her. And there's a teleport we just forged, so voila. Boom, Gragas Telly down. I think that's no, yeah, that is Gragas Telly down. So, let's go ahead and pick this camp up. Stacks 14. Okay, that's what it done, man. That's 15, 16. I mean, we're right now it's 4-1. Look at NASA's fucking build. So, 4 Negatrons in the house. I'm looking around. I see everything. I go for pink wards. I don't have time to clear them. I want them to know that I'm in their shit. I'm a beast. I'm at level 13 right now. I'm higher level than Orianna. When Orianna's dead and I'm out here farming, I'm almost 14. She's not even 13, so that means I'm a whole level above just about every single, or the highest level in the game right now. I'm 2 levels above mine. What do you call it? I look at them, so I don't want to take too much damage here. I need to get out of here. I might lose this dragon, but guess what? Like I said, I am the Godyr of gods. We look around. We're going to go ahead and dip set. Guess what? Everything's up right now. Boom. That means I'm adding 5 stacks. Losing this dragon. I don't even think they picked up the dragon. So I'm fucking healing up right here. We got a fight going down. Looks like they didn't pick it up. There's Orianna. There's the ball was on me. I guess we're going to put that spell shield. Thank you very much. So we pick up that kill. I get a stack. Oh, I'm going to go back. Probably pick up my phage. Oh, my bad. I just instantly insta-buy the Triforce, so anybody fuck with me. If I'm left alone in lane, it's over. It's over. The enemy team made the mistake by letting me AFK farm. You know, they took that risk. And Fiddlesticks is not a jungle. Look at Fiddlesticks items compared to mine. Do you see a big difference? I have 100 plus CS. Now, you know, at the diamond elos, like I said, should I clarify some of the stuff? You know, I'm trying to think of what I can do for those of you that are in low elo, that have teams that epically feed. The best way to make even games out is to continue to pick up dragons and buy the right items. Boom, slap. We're gonna go ahead and Phoenix. Alright, so let's watch this and see what we do here. Boom, we'll just speed it up. Okay, hold on, speed up. Alright, so whenever you see somebody, this is what you want to do. I had a feeling that she might be cutting through here, so it's not warded. So when she comes through here, what you want to do first is throw it in Tiger. I throw it in Turtle first. The reason why you throw it in Turtle is, of course, you know, up your monkey's agility. You walk out, so I'll tank whatever damage. You throw it in Tiger first, and she doesn't go that way. And then back into Flame. No need to Bear Stance her right now, because she doesn't have Flash. She Shockwaves me, now we Bear Stance her. And voila, back into Tiger. Look at Fiddlesticks. And we drop that disrespect. Coming in, life draining. One simply does not life drain. You want to see real life drain? This is real life drain. Boom. Slap. Oh, the God. Look at Nami. The God. Later, bitch. Double KS, more like it, but it's all good. Alright, so here I thought I was God, and I accidentally tripped over the tower, and then the tower did over 9,000 damage, and I died. So a mistake, but like I said, constant pressure. Now, let's talk about the pressure. One thing you guys do too much is farm fucking stacks in low elo. Stop farming stacks. When you're winning the game, you want to be in lane pushing and farming the stacks inside the enemy jungle, taking over the jungle by either, you know, and telling your support to either ward the shit, ward deep over here. And when you ward deep, you have nothing to do and you don't know what to do. At the 20-minute mark, when you have these items on this, ask somebody to come help you and go do Baron right now. Don't be scared to do Baron. Just make sure you have wards in the enemy jungle. When you don't have wards in the enemy jungle, it blows. So when you play the Godyr, it's all about control. You gotta feel control. If you don't feel control when you play the Godyr, that means you're doing something wrong. You're not, you know, you're just not that experienced. Let's just say you're not that experienced. So boom, and then when you'll feel the dominance. As long as you're feeling that, you know, the Godyr has been born in your eyes, then yeah. But you have to completely dominate. Look at my CS. Look at my top laner CS. Look at my mid laner CS. Yes, I know I'm taxing everything. I'm constantly pushing. Meaning, if my mid laner, my people that are mid die right now, of course, there's a red buff. I will leave. If they die for nothing, for a red buff, to me, it's worth it. Because now, with them in the mid lane, boom. Okay, no one dies. Well, Caitlyn dies going in too fucking hard. And I look around, see Gragas coming in. Slap. There's explosive cast. Slap. I think that's Fiddlesticks coming in. Alright, so Fiddlesticks coming in. I could have went for Fit, but there's everybody dropping some body slam. Drop the flame. There's body slam. Boom. Slap this motherfucker. Double bear. Boom. Slap. Throw some water on me. Look at him. Drop a tiger. Come back out. And it's all about going in and out. Now, another thing people do wrong is they stay in and never come out. The whole, you know, when you max, when you have bear stance at 5, you want to go in and pretend like you're stupid, like especially with these items, and go in and then come back out, because you'll make people miss their skill shots. That's what UDYR is all about, going in and out, blowing them skill shots, and making them miss. And if you can make them miss, you're getting places. When you sit there and tank because you think, you know, well, actually, if you tank, you want to have that build. I don't have the build to pretty much just tank everything. I'm high level. That's why I'm surviving all these abilities. I'm level 17 to level 14. Oriana to 14. What do you call it? Oh, yeah. And that's what teleport's all about. This is why I love teleport on the Godyr. The Godyr is even more broken now. Regardless if I fail early, if they shut me down, they got to shut me down completely. They got to non-stop, you know, keep counter jungling me, because if they don't, this is what happens. I will pour it in when you're team fighting, and I will take your towers. The whole point of playing Godyr 2 later on is not to go beast mode unless you know what you're doing. When it comes to team fighting and knowing how much damage you can take, walking into a group of 4 people and just flaming and knowing what targets to hit first, if you're going to get follow-up, if you're not going to get follow-up, if you're going to tank 4 champions, you can't tank 4 champions, because if you're in bronze, I don't expect you to. But if you play UDYR a lot and you're in bronze and you get the feel of, you know, knowing how much damage you can tank, then yeah, that's fine. But if you don't, just pressure the map. Learn how to pressure the map. Constantly put pressure. You know, tell your team what to do. Tell them, look, I'm gonna push bottom. I need you to line up with me. Stay parallel. You know, if they're in mid, they're pushing. They see you bot lane. If the enemy team engages on your team because you're bot lane, if you can get in Hib, all you gotta do is tell your team to stall it out. Or even if they all die, you're pushing, you got a big wave, then you can push it and take an hib, then it's worth your team losing that team fight if you can get an hib. But after that, it's a tricky part. Remember one thing. Remember that, you know, when your team is dying and giving out kills, the enemy team are getting more kills. So if this continues to happen and you don't know what to do after this, then it could be a big problem, because like I said, they're getting kills off your team, they're winning team fights, and you just don't know what to do with it. So you gotta work on the next towers. Focus on the next towers. Don't focus too much on stacks. Right now, if you're already at this point, Triforce completed, Randuin's Flare, Mercs, and it's 28 minutes, then that's all you have to do is take towers objectives. Because when you go into like farming stacks while your team's losing in kills, but you might, you know, the gold lead's still on your side, and you don't know how big your gold lead is, of course, because it's bronze. You know, gold leads don't really matter unless it's like 20 to 5 and they got a 20k gold lead, and all the enemy team, even though they're fucking bronzes, can hit a couple abilities and your teammates die or they insta-give you. You gotta remember one thing. Just go and never stop. Who cares if you're leading? Don't disrespect like I do. I mean, I'm a streamer. This is what I've been doing. I've been doing this from the very start of my stream, dropping that disrespect. As you can see, LeBron sitting there taking a nap. Yes, this is what I do. I stand on top of him. I disrespect this motherfucker because I don't give a fuck. But for you guys that are learning, you must learn the ways of the game. When you can control the game and play UDYR at the highest level, then disrespect. And yeah, as you can see, I'm still disrespecting because I don't give a fuck. But all in all, guys, you know, people cry. I see all the hate that I get, and people hate me because of this. I don't care about that. You know, I love reading that shit, you know. But, you know, I want you guys to get better that are playing UDYR. UDYR is a champion that just, you know, pressures, man. That you can learn the game so fast. You can learn this part of the game, the pressure game. And I'm trying to think of who would be better to learn the pressure game with. There, you can learn, you know, pressure game with Godyr by just ganking and pushing and taking towers like that. Or you can learn it by just doing it in AFK farming. But of course, if you AFK farm, you know, like I said, you gotta do a lot. You gotta know what to do here, there. You know, when every lane wins, what do? Boom, you fucking you start taking over the enemy jungle, picking up barons, non-stop dragons, towers, buying the right items. If you're never team fighting, if you're never grouping up, then you should never build Randuins. If your team sucks and they're feeding, then buying Randuins first. It's definitely a great buy. And if you have Randuins, I would kind of want to try to engage in fights as long as my team's there to go in first and die, or you go in first, and if you take too much damage, then you're not going to be able to clean up anything, and if your team's already failing and feeding, then you're not going to be able to clean anything. So when you are the Godyr and you go more of a tanky build, not like my build from the very start when I got Triforce first. My build with the Triforce first was the, you know, just I'm not going to try to engage in fight. I'm just going to try to pressure and push, even though I picked up 7 kills. But yeah, I almost lost myself there. But the tanky build, you know, it's don't go in first, guys. But let the enemy team try to engage on you. Unless you have a top laner that's tanky, then you can engage first. So, but yeah, there's snipe coming out from Kate. We're looking around. Top inhib is down. I'm looking at him. I got Mercs. Drop it back in the Tiger. Throwing water at me. I'm looking around. Boom. Bubble misses. Drop the disrespect. Coming in. Flaming in. Boom. Look at him. Smack him. Alright, LeBron comes. Is he on my team? No, he's not on my team. So right here, you see what I'm doing? I'm pushing bot lane. I have 3 people on me. So right now, the disrespect's at an all-time high. And I don't even think they like this. So there's Syndra coming in. Balls are being dropped. He's going to have the hits on you. Oh my god, he got deleted. Another bubble missed. Bubbles were missed. Oh my god, I went in too hard. Rip. There's a flash. That's what I wanted. So, yeah, fucking around. Now, regardless, you know, since I died, I'm fucking around. I'm fucking around. But don't fuck around, guys. Finish games. Learn how to finish games. And, you know, and make sure you're improving when you play the Godyr. You know? I'm trying to think of other things I can tell you guys, you know, what you need to look at. Definitely, you know, when it comes down, you know, to very late, well, this game, as you can see, there's just too much pressure, so it's kind of hard for me to explain what I want to talk about. But, you know, I hope this helps you out. There's going to be part 2. I'm going to do this one, and I'll make sure to try to explain if I left anything out into the next video. But, yeah, teleport definitely helps. And remember, I'm just tired of seeing you guys engaging in the fights. You know, you want to avoid engaging in the fight, especially when you die. When you die, you're wasting time. I died, but what did they get out of my death? The enemy team I'm talking about. You know, nothing. SWAT and fucking poop. Boom, we come over here. We look at him. Oh, Pearson's to the back. LeBron running for his life. And this is the god we're talking about. He thought he could take it. And Morgana can KSO trying to fucking... Yeah, there's no way LeBron can take this. This is, I don't know, man. Godyr is just a fucking monster. It's a pain in the ass to deal with, man. It's a pain in the ass to deal with. My Godyr build, let's talk about the build, though. So, okay, we look, okay, this game's already over. Let's take a look at the items now. Alright, we're gonna go ahead and speed this up at the 5-minute mark. We build this. Let me actually put it on myself. Alright, so let's see. Okay, remember, like I said, you want to get your Wriggles first. We take a look. There's the Wriggles. Now, after Wriggles, I buy Null Mantle. That's probably the only thing I can buy. Flare completed already. I picked up the first, whatever, how many dragons. We take a look over here. Boom. Alright, we come into the 17-minute mark of the game, and I have my Mercs. So I had the Null Mantle, so when I had 900 or whatever, almost 2k gold, I finished my Mercs because I'm playing champions with a lot of CC. You see Orianna, you see Nami, you see Fizz, I mean, Fiddlesticks, Gragas, so they have a lot of bullshit abilities. Then after that, I started my Triforce. Now, I'm 4-1, I'm doing really good. Now, the reason why I get Triforce right here, and or getting Triforce next, is because I'm gonna constantly pressure. Look at my levels. Look at everybody levels on other team. Now, a level 10 LeBron, you know, trying to run up on me. I have 3 levels above him. When you have levels above people, it's like you're more tankier, because remember, every time you level up, you get base HP, more damage, more this, more that, more that. So, so not buying HP items makes up for that. That makes sense? I don't. It's just a lot of things. You know, I try to explain. Sometimes I forget if it even makes sense because I'm that bad. Because it's just a lot of shit to talk about. But we take a look at what part of the game. Okay, so let's rewind this real quick. Let's see. Boom, boom. All right, so. All right, so right here, if we look, I have what do you call it? So if I add 400, that's 2,900 plus the longsword equals whatever 3,300. That means I'm 400 off from my Triforce. 400 off from my Triforce. So when I get 400, I go back and buy my Triforce. Boom. And when you get your Triforce at the 17-minute mark, and if you ever go Triforce first, remember guys, your split push is fucking next level. Your flare makes it so you can shit on fucking jungle creeps, vamp back up with mana if you're ever low, and just push the shit. And if you're ever left alone in lane by yourself, you will shit on turrets. Plus having teleport will, you know, make it to where, you know, if something bad happens with your team, you'll be able to help them by pouring in. Or if you push in the lane, you set it up to where it stacks up, and you let it stack up while your other team's pushing. You can always use it to teleport and backdoor, especially with two, or if inhib turrets are down, you can get them. Or if they're low after pushing, you can just ward it while they, like, you know, try to do something, like maybe do a Baron, or they're doing objectives. You can use that to pressure and get them back onto you. So at the whatever 20-minute mark, my Triforce is completed. So that's all I'm going to do. I'm going to run around, pressure everything. We take a look. My next buy is going to be a Giant's Belt. I just wanted HP. The level up you always want to do is boom, right here. These three. You want to level up Max Phoenix. You want to get 1 point in Turtle if you suck at switching stances, and then then max your Bear stance. But you never want to engage unless you're 100% sure. If you're not 100% sure, you never want to engage until you get that 5 points in Turtle. You don't want to have to constantly putting it in Turtle when it's level 1 and trying to fight, because if you get low enough, then you can't, you know, stay in the jungle. Or if you die, then it's really bad. You don't want to die early game. The less deaths or the less confrontations early on the Godyr, as long as you're farming, is the best, because you're going to get your flare completed faster. And after that, looks like I bought a Randuin, so I had 2k. I wasn't really worried about the CDR, but I was left alone in lane. So let's take a look right here. So mid tower is already taking half damage, but guess what? I see it. Now we take a look. The opportunities that you see 1, 2, 3, 4 enemy teams. Oh shit, Orianna bot, holding bot, and boom. And this is how easy it is. Oh, I lose this minion. Oh, now I'm taking the turret. Whoop de fucking do. I have blue buff plus 10% CDR on my masteries and runes, and boom, that makes it 20. Plus I got Randuin, so I can tank that. Boom, take this. Now this forces them to come back, even with Nasus. So Nasus dying top lane, seeing Syndra's bot, and me nowhere to be found, not helping my team. 4v3 top, they took that fight, but they took that fight and didn't realize I had teleport. They didn't have it in their mind. That's the thing. People don't think about this. They like fucking, you know, they just go, and that's how you're gonna get your way out of the lower elos, is by playing this game, doing it by yourself. And you know, there's gonna be times when your teams are winning. Like I said, remember, pressure. You know, other lanes. When your team's winning, take over the other map control. Barons, dragons, towers. And then your team will be happy, and they won't cry about me and all the UDYRs that decide to play, you know. But, you know, I can say, oh my god, look at this 80 carry that's 0-5. Who the fuck do you watch? You watch Double F? Oh my god, Double F, GG, AFK. But, you know, it doesn't really matter, man. Just go, man. Just go. Because if you stop, you're going to end up thinking too much. And that's another thing, thinking too much. Don't stop fucking thinking. Just go. See, when you think too much, you're off your game. But if you're going and you're like, fuck, I made a mistake here, let's go, you know, what would Trick do here? Boom. Pressure, pressure, pressure. You already took mid inhib, voila. And it's never over even if you lose a mid inhib, but it kind of sucks, you know, especially with the experience. If you're not that experienced, it's hard for you. So I go back and pick up my Glaze. I'll wait for 1650 to pick up my Frozen Heart. And when I get my Frozen Heart, then I can start solo tanking turrets. So we saw this part, but yeah, that was my build. After that, I'll pretty much get a hex. I get a hex drinker just for MR item, because I have only mercs. You could go for a banshees or whatever you want to do. It doesn't really matter at this. Let's see, 10-20%. I can buy Spirit Visage if I want to buy Spirit Visage, but I think I decided to go for Maul because I wanted more damage, because, you know, I'm already tanky. 2 armor items plus teleport. Since I have teleport, if I felt like that was a bad buy, I can switch it out anytime because I got teleport, and teleport on the fucking Godyr is so annoying. It was already annoying playing the Godyr with Ghost or even Flash, but when you have teleport and you survive and you dominate and you understand the game, and you know wards are dropped, and it's at this point in the game when you have items, armor items, where you can solo tank turrets and go in and out, and have the Kane on your team, so he can do the same thing you're doing, and you can double fucking tank, and it's just too much. You know, it's already over. So when you play against like the Godyr, you have to pretty much have that knowledge and know how to counter it, and that's pretty much just focusing, you know, on objectives if you're the blue team, and trying to get the deer out of the jungle. But if you don't, the motherfucker is a beast. Other than that, guys, I hope you enjoyed this. Don't forget to like that video. If you have any questions, I've been looking at the Volibear 4.11. I'm trying to answer all the questions about, you know, people crying about, "Oh, if you KO, if you take all the kills, what are you supposed to do?" But remember, if you're in silver and you're playing Volibear, and you feed these kills off to your teammates and they don't carry you, then what do you say? I shouldn't have given these guys the kills because they don't know what to do with it. So regardless, fuck it. Take all the kills, fucking feast it up. You're going to end up throwing games and losing games because you don't know what to do anyway, thinking that, you know, your teammates know what to do. So regardless, you learn the game yourself. I played Volibear in the lower elos climbing up from one of my accounts, and my goodness, Volibear can carry games. It's just that, you know, you have to learn the game step by step, you know, and think 10 steps ahead. When you do that, when you're able to do that, and if you're not doing that, then that's why you can't get out and you can't control games. You can control the game with anybody. It doesn't have to be the Godyr. It could be your favorite champion. You can add the game. You becoming the game to the champion you play, like J4 or whatever, and just dominate it. But this is the Godyr, people. I repeat, part 1, 4.11, jungle my way. Part 2 will be out tomorrow. Part 1, oh yeah, you're watching it late.